a midweek analysis. Things are happening, so it is a good moment to take a look at what is going on. To start off with the US dollar Swiss franc, I'm trying to go through this fast because there's a lot of opportunities and I want to cover a lot of them. RSI, I don't need that for this. Okay, so here's the thing. We had a leg up and we broke the trend line and we are forming a new, well, I don't know if this is the low yet, that needs to be confirmed, but eventually I was waiting for this to move maybe a little higher and then get into a short, but this happened just at the beginning of the week. So we are at a, I'm a bit, I turned bearish, I think, for the short term, for a swing trade, but of course I do not want to enter the market over here. I would prefer to see a pullback and some kind, maybe up until here, and then I'll look on the lower time frame if there's an entry for me. So one of the hot picks on last weekend was this one. We were moving into this area over here where we meet resistance again, but also we struggle with this trend line that is in place for the bigger time frame, from the bigger time frame. So let's see if this will be the break, finally the break we have all, maybe some of you have been waiting for, but still we are in this phase here of a some kind of a double bottom, maybe a triple. We are in this range, we've been stuck in here, so if we manage to push through this, we will break the trend line, break this resistance, and we are actually we'll start trending in another direction. Some of the dollar related pairs already have made these kinds of shifts, but let's see if the Australian dollar against the US dollar will follow that example. At the moment, of course, things didn't happen yet. I described just yet. So this is still a price moving in a certain range, and this would be the first logical thing to do is look how price behaves from here. Because we are at a cluster of resistance in a trend line and a horizontal resistance, so it's pretty likely that price will sell off, because that's the current situation price is in, and the thing I am looking for is the big move once we really get into a reversal. But that has not happened, will not happen today or tomorrow. It's a setup for the coming period. But let's see where we're at. It's very clear, very clean price action, which I like a lot from a technical trading perspective. New Zealand, US dollar, same thing here. We are, this is quite an interesting move. We had this push higher, we broke this level. I'm not going to get into the setup we shared earlier because that already happened, but we are in this pullback at the moment, which is quite interesting, of course, because when this pullback, let's see if we get some direction from here. This was the move. Okay, this was the first pullback. It's not yet. It's too early to say this is the pullback is over. I don't know. I think I put this on for today or tomorrow, because this kind of looks like price. You know, it's getting in a narrow range. So I would prefer to this. Don't get confused, because this is, of course, this is the arrow I pointed out earlier. But if we put on like this, we have some kind of a triangle over here. So let's see what direction price will pick. Will we push through, or will we push through to the upside, which will determine the direction we can take on this trade. But this is something that is moving up, made the pullback already, and is now showing signs of the end of the pullback, but we need some direction. So let's go back to the daily chart so we can go through the bigger picture. These setups is all dollar related at the moment. Yes, here we are. This was an interesting level, because this is a supportive trend line from the weekly or monthly chart. So there's something where price would be struggling around, and that is indeed happening at the moment. Of course, we have this support, and most recent price action is often the most looked at. So yes, so this not yet the time to go up, but it's most definitely not the time anymore to take any shorts on this. So yeah, let's see how price behaves at this this level here near the support area, and lower time frames need to tell us whether we are ready or not to get into this trade. If I see this, I would definitely say time has come, as long as this level here holds. So yes, we are ready for action actually on this one. Let's go, let's go. What else do we got on the charts midweek? US dollar, Japanese dollar. Yes, pullbacks already happened. I would have liked to see this pullback even further and then go with it, because then we get some more information. We can be stuck into some sideways correction until we actually meet this trend line. So this is not my favorite one for now. Then we have the US dollar, Singapore dollar. It's been struggling here for quite some time now. I would prefer this to move back. I really need this to move back into this area before I can take another short. So for now, I am not looking for any shorts, but I'm more of, monitoring it for a reversal to the upside, and then some more downward movement. Okay. Euro, Swiss franc, yes, some opportunities are on. First take profits could have been made, and we are now moving into our second move. We can trade this a lot. I really like the price action, as you can see. Yeah, I would like this to connect down here. Where is it? Let's zoom in a little bit, maybe better. 4 hours, where are we at in this move here? We are looking at the lower side of things down here. Switch to the daily again to put in this trend line the way we like to. This is the first level where price will meet. So I think a pullback is likely, and after the pullback we have room to re-enter this trade and then get into another move. Interesting setup, very interesting price action. I really like it. Euro, Great British Pound. This move happened, so we took profits on that. Looking for a pullback first before I would enter this, and if the pullback does not happen, there is no reason for me to be entering in this zone over here. More British Pound. Same thing, need a pullback, then we can go. This is kind of the same as my analysis in the weekend. We needed pullbacks before really making a continuation. We're almost forgetting Great British Pound, US dollar. This happened, so profits are in. If I would want this to be a valid trading setup, I need this to come back down here and then look for a re-entry and then ride it back up again, because the trend is up. No reason to assume that this trend is turning at the moment, but no entries right now. I think that goes for most of the pound related pairs. Yeah, this is kind of the same. We have this pin bars over here, we have this pullback, and right now it starts already rallying again. I need more of a pullback to be going into this. Same thing as we happened over here, even though this resistance is now support, so maybe we're too late for this one, and the entry should have been over here. Again, this is of course the daily chart, and if we zoom in, we can get confirmation that in fact this could have been a trend line that got broken. Yes, this is a move that is already happening, I think, and if it's not happening, I would consider taking this one after a further pullback, or maybe a pullback in the form of further consolidation, and then we'll get another move. One more British Pound, same situation over here, so maybe this level is more in line with this previous resistance. So this is another move that's already going on. Looking at the structure, too less of a risk reward scenario, and I'm afraid things are already going on. If we zoom into the 4-hourly chart, don't forget the picture can be different, because price tends to move into this resistance area, and previous support now kind of resistance, which was in the past before as well. So maybe this is just a pullback of a further move to the downside. So it's way too early. I am not really interested in taking on this trade. I think we are through most of our trades. What was this? I highlighted it. Okay, we broke out. Let's see on the daily. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Yes, okay, this is quite interesting. This was a move to the upside, some correction, and we broke out of the correction, so continuation to the upside is likely. But after 1, 2, 3, 4 bars like this, I would wait for a pullback, probably testing this trend line and then a move back up. So not a opportunity at this moment, but markets are moving. It is almost November. We are in the middle of earnings season, everything. So yes, a lot of drivers for price to be pushed in a certain trend direction. I think that was it. Well, last but not least, how could I forget this one? The euro dollar pullback happened already. Zoom into the 4-hour chart. The pullback happened. Trend line is being tested or broken. This is kind of I remember looking at this yesterday. Is this a double bottom and a break of this trend line, or is this? It's kind of hard to tell where this is going. It's kind of choppy. I would prefer this to be really trading and closing below this trend line, or to me it's kind of hard getting into this at the moment. So only if you're trading the lower time frames, not the hour, but I'm like 5 minutes. Maybe this is a retest of this support. If it does and it turns around, then we get some momentum. I don't know if TradingView will tell me this, but I think GDP or something, a quarterly result, something came in. So this move we are looking at the moment is news driven. So let's see if this will continue to push lower, or if where we're at in this. So there was a reason why the euro dollar came. Last but not least, I'm not really into this. In the beginning of the video there were more interesting setups. So that's it, midweek analysis. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment. Please let me know what you think and help me grow so I can continue doing what I'm doing. See you in the next one.